Friends, do you know that a simple-looking passport is made in a factory through a very complicated process? And do you know how the precious diamonds you see in jewelry shops are made in factories? Plus, have you ever seen tissue paper being manufactured? Well, in today's video, I'm going to show you the manufacturing process of some daily use items. So let's start our countdown. Friends, we all know that to travel outside any country, having a passport is very important. Well, at first glance, passports look like just an identity document, but in reality, they are one of the most complicated things in the world, and the process of making them is just as complicated. You will be surprised to know that the paper used to make passports is not ordinary paper, but a material called polycarbonate plastic. This material is made by mixing 22-phenol A and sodium hydroxide chemicals. First, with the help of these chemicals, the paper used inside the passport is prepared. When large sheets of this paper are ready, they are placed on rolling machines. This machine has a cutter attached. As soon as the paper comes out of the machine, the cutter cuts it into passport-sized pieces. When the sheet pieces are ready, workers skillfully add security features to this paper, such as holograms, so that the passport can be identified. This is the same process as paper currency, which has special patterns. In the same way, passports are also given security features so that no one can make a fake passport of that country. After pasting these holograms, the paper is heated at 500 degrees so that the holograms merge with the paper. Next comes the printing. For this, special ink is used. This ink changes color when the paper is tilted in different directions, which proves that the passport is not fake. Plus, this ink is such that when the paper is placed under UV light, different patterns appear. Not only this, but to make the paper more secure, stamps and writings are added that can only be seen with a magnifying glass. After this, with the help of another printer, serial numbers are printed on the paper, and later these papers are joined together to form a notebook shape. If we talk about Switzerland's passport, at present the most secure and beautiful passport in the world is considered to be Switzerland's. The reason is that if this passport is seen under UV light, mountains, rivers, and landscapes of Switzerland appear on it, which look amazing. Plus, it is a biometric passport. Inside it, a chip is installed which contains all the user's personal data such as photo, signatures, and fingerprints. Anyway, whatever it is, the process of making a passport is truly very complicated. Friends, if we talk about diamonds, they are one of the most beautiful and precious things in the world. Normally, diamonds are natural stones that come from underground, but some diamonds are made artificially in factories. And you will be surprised to know that these diamonds are exactly like natural diamonds. Their shape, color, and even physical and chemical properties are the same as real diamonds. Well, to prepare these diamonds, diamond seeds are used. Just like seeds are sown on farms to grow artificial plants, in the same way, in labs, diamonds are manufactured with the help of diamond seeds. This process is called the chemical vapor process. First, small pieces of diamond are taken and filled into a jar. Then this jar is placed in a room where there is complete darkness and extremely high temperature. After that, the room is filled with methane gas, which helps in the formation of diamonds. Actually, even underground, natural diamonds are formed in the same way due to extreme temperature and methane gas. So in labs, the same environment is created to prepare them artificially. When the molecules of methane gas break due to high temperature, the carbon dioxide present in the air mixes with these molecules. When these two things interact, a crystallized carbon structure is formed. Then this carbon is kept at 2000 degrees heat and pressed with a hydraulic press, which not only melts it, but when its temperature becomes normal, it turns into a real diamond. After that, it is cut into different shapes and used to make jewelry. Well, the process of making artificial diamonds is truly amazing. Friends, tissue is a very common thing and is present in almost every house. But have you ever thought about how it is made in factories? Well, it is a very amazing process. The most important material for making tissue is paper. Actually, the tissue we use is made by recycling paper. For this, in the factory, the paper is first put into a joint machine called a pulper. The pulper shreds the paper into fibers. After that, water is mixed into this fiber, making it pulp-like. Then bleach is mixed into this pulp, which makes its color completely white. When the pulp becomes completely white, it is washed and squeezed with a machine so that all the water comes out. After this fabric-like pulp is placed on a rolling machine. First, the machine dries it, then it makes it so thin that it starts to look like paper sheets. And this sheet is actually raw tissue. After that, another machine folds the raw tissue and starts stacking it layer by layer. Then with the help of a large cutter, it is cut into proper sizes and sent for packing into boxes. And in this way, these tissues come to the market for sale. Friends, rubber bands are something that are used in almost every office, school, and even at home. They are used for tying bundles of notes, children's hair, and many other things. Well, as simple as this thing looks, the process of making it is just as simple. In the factory, the main material for making rubber bands is raw rubber. First, this raw rubber is melted at high heat. When this material becomes liquid, a machine kneads it into the shape of dough. After making the dough, workers put it on a rolling machine. As the machine rolls, the rubber becomes thinner and thinner. Workers make rolls of this thin rubber so that it is easy to put into another machine. Then a chemical powder called sulfur is added to the rolls, which increases the elasticity of the rubber. After this, it is again put into the rolling machine. This machine is so heavy that it makes the rubber as thin as paper. As soon as this rubber sheet comes out of the machine, workers twist it and cut it into small pieces. Then these pieces are put into another machine, from where they come out in the shape of long and smooth tubes. After this, workers coat each tube with powder and place them on iron molds so that the rubber does not stick together. After this, they are heated again and then removed from the molds. In the last step, these rubber tubes are put into a cutting machine. Inside it, sharp blades are installed which cut the tubes into small round pieces at the same time. And in this way, rubber bands are prepared. Then they are packed into boxes and sent to the market for sale. So friends, that's all for today. I hope you liked the video.